Sunday, and it's time for us to make a little bit of money. So we're going to roll. Stay tuned.
California coastline, midday Texas sun, misty rain in Smoky Mountain, out here on the run. Lights of New York City, streets of Boston town, Golden Gate in San Francisco, Seattle's Puget Sound. Been a long time traveling, rolling on from town to town. Seen so many places.
Here's what we deliver tomorrow. And I can see I'm going to be doing some tarp repair on the very top up there. Got some holes sticking out. What a day. Sitting here in Mississippi, about 50 miles from where I deliver this. And I tried to repair a hole before I left. And it is right there. I have to do a bit of repair job. Anyway, we will check back in a few. What's up, everybody? We're back. Yeah, I got my old man glasses on here, so I can actually see some of the stuff that I'm doing. As you can tell, the load I got is tarped, and I'm going to have to do some repairs on it because the product just kind of tore through the top, and I already had one hole that I knew of. And so when I'm going to get there early tomorrow. I'm about 45 minutes from where it is that I got to deliver. And when I'm going to get there early and pull tarps off and go ahead and make a couple of repairs before I put them away. My next load is a tarp job, but it's only 6-foot tarp. These are my 8-foots, so I'm not too worried about it. Somebody asked me about a couple things I can address here today. One was that somebody posted on there about and knowing what was I try to what was good, or if you got a bad load going into a good place, it's hit and miss. It's just, I've been fortunate, I think, that if I've taken a load, let's say that paid $1.80 a mile, and then my next load I went and paid $2.40 a mile, and you added those two together, I'm still over $2 a mile. That's kind of how I look at it. I do not track what it costs me per day to run this truck. I did in the beginning. I don't have to now. And why I don't have to is because I own the truck. I have the title. The only thing I make payments on are the trailer and my insurance on the truck and the trailer, my bobtail insurance. I pay my Qualcomm, and at Mercer there's a lawyer that they have, and I pay for that. That's just only if there was an accident and I needed a lawyer. I don't pay him any money. He's already been prepaid pretty much. It's kind of like an insurance type thing. It's like $30 I think a month. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I pay my fuel, so that's it. So you know, they were asking me kind of like what my numbers are, and so that's why I got my glasses on, because I'm going to go up here and take a look and give you some numbers. If you look at January and February, I was at Prime, and my total income for that entire month of January was $10,600 $1,281. My total expenses was $5,552, and my net income was $5,128. Now that includes the prime deductions that they, all the deductions that they had. I may have had some maintenance and stuff. When I started my new program that I use here, it's called Pro Ledgers. For Prime, I just kind of dumped everything in all together because they already have it all broken out that I can give my accountant. In February, we did $12,860. Total expenses was $6,000. And again, that's with all the prime deductions, and that's not including a truck payment because I didn't have a truck payment. And total net income for that month was $6,797. March is going to be the killer, and that's because that's when I left Prime and I came over here to Mercer. And I still did $13,298, but I had a lot of expenses that month. So it's telling me my net income was like $1,400.38. I had $11,000 in expenses. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I see where this came out. Prime deductions was $8,000. That's because they started charging me some stuff, but then I get that money back in the following month. Okay, so March you really can't count as anything because it was a transition period. Whereas in April, I did $23,000.42 in income, trucking income. Okay, that's to the truck. My total expenses were $7,000.64, and my net income was $15,978. That was $15,970 in my pocket. And again, at that point, I did get some stuff back from Prime that they owed me. That's why I said March and April kind of was a split there. So May's where I start really looking at my Mercer numbers because that's all that's going to be there. I'm not getting anything else from Prime, and there's no intertwining there. So in May, I did $17,892 to the truck. My total expenses was $7,242, leaving me with $10,649 that went into my pocket. We go to June. I did $23,766 in revenue, $7,000 in total expenses. That's fuel, insurance, everything that I pay out, and my net income was $16,726. July, $16,672 income to the truck, $6,830 in total expenses, and $9,841 in my pocket. So July, and I also took time off in July, so I took basically a full week off. And in August, so far this month, we're sitting at $11,000, $11,017 so far for the month to the truck. $3,888 in expenses, but now that incorporates my expenses for the month. That's why I'm saying I don't track by the day or by the week anymore. It's by the month. They take out by the job pretty much, or by the day, my trailer payment, truck insurance, all of my insurance and stuff, but at the end of the month it comes to the grand total. So right now my net income for this month is I'm sitting at $7,128 for the month so far, and we still have 2 weeks to go. So within that 2 weeks I will definitely be above $10,000, $11,000. So that's where we stand, and that's my numbers for right now. I probably won't ever do this again because I don't like to really give out numbers, but people have had questions about how I'm doing over here, and I've got no complaints at all. I've managed to put some money away, so I've been thinking of it's been going back and forth in my head whether or not I want to get a different truck, because this one here I've got no warranty on it. I've had it since it was new, but then the other side of my brain turns around and says, I don't have any issues with the truck, so why would I want to go and get rid of it and go buy something else? So I think right now I'm just going to keep running it until I start having issues with it. Knock on wood, I don't have any issues with it. But anyway, for today, I mean, this is where we're sitting at, is in Mississippi at the Petro here. I got to go down the road about 45 miles to deliver in the morning, and we'll get this off, and then we got a pickup. It's going to take me to Richmond, and then I'll see from there. I haven't picked a load yet, but there are plenty of loads to choose from. They're still sitting out there, so that means nobody's picked them yet. So I kind of want to see if anything else pops up on the board tomorrow. So, and it looks like, if I look at my calendar, I'm going to run for at least 3 more weeks. I'm going to run out here and just stack the cash and then go home for a few days. I got to get my physicals coming due, so but by the time it's due is in like October, and I am taking off in October for my wife and I's anniversary, and so we're going to take off probably a week in October. I looked at they sent me a thing for the Christmas runs. That's where at Mercer we can run a dry van for over the holidays or whatever, and supposedly it pays really good. But I go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Being in the military, you know, and retiring, I spent plenty of Thanksgiving and Christmases away from home. So I'm not going to do it this year, or I haven't done it in the last couple of years. I've just been going home, and it's not worth staying out. So, and I can afford to because I don't have truck payment. So, anyway, that's where we're at right now. Like I said, we will be checking in with you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. I don't care. Be safe out there, and make sure you keep the truck between the ditches. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.